Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated-Apollo. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are ready for another battle in Napoleonic Total War 3. This is a mod for Napoleon Total War, a very good mod, and this battle is a 1v1. It's on medium funds and medium unit scaling. Supposedly that's the standard for this mod, and I am commanding Prussia, and I am taking on the United Kingdom, and we are doing battle in Egypt. Now, why are we fighting in Egypt? Why are these two factions doing battle in Egypt? I don't know. I guess because it looks cool. I thought the map was really awesome. It's called Egypt 1, so it's a custom-made map. It's ginormous, and you can see here that the British are going to go ahead and fire down on my position already. There they go. Fantastic. So you could definitely have to have nerves of steel whenever you're whenever your artillery crew. So I'm setting up my artillery to try to fire back. Now this goes on for a while. It doesn't really lead to anything. You're not going to miss anything. It's a bit of a, mind game kind of situation. So while that bombardment is going on, let's go ahead and check out these army comps, and then we can really dive into this battle. So in the front lines, this is like the backbone of my army. I've got 4 units of the musketeers. These guys look really cool. The uniforms are different, which is pretty sweet. It's more authentic, I think. So it looks pretty cool. Mismatched uniforms. So there they go, marching in the front lines. And then I have 2 units of the Pomeranian Landwehr. So these guys also look pretty, pretty fresh, pretty suave. Pretty good to go. Pretty. And then 1 unit of 7-pounder horse artillery howitzer. And then back here, this is my elite corps of infantry. I've got some guard fusiliers with the black plumes. It looks really awesome. And then I have 2 units of the foot guard, the elite infantry of Prussia. These guys are awesome. And then back here, I have my general. And way over here on this flank, I have 2 units of hussars, which are currently getting harassed by the enemy artillery. That's okay. I've only taken a couple casualties. Not a big deal. And then, of course, I've got this artillery piece right here, which is a 6-pounder. Yeah, a 6-pounder horse artillery. And then over here, I have 2 units of pioneers. Now, when I first got these guys, they were really cheap. I think this is my cheapest unit, and you probably know why. It's because they're so small of a unit. There's only 42 troops in each regiment. They're considered grenadiers, and I thought they were a full-size grenadier unit, but I guess they're like special ops. They're very specialized. They can deploy stakes. I assume they can fight in melee very well, and they've got some pretty sick black gloves. Look at that. They're looking pretty fresh. All right, so that's my army. Let's go ahead and look at the United Kingdom, yeah, the United Kingdom. I always mix up Great Britain and United Kingdom. Ooh, another good hit there with the artillery. You can see that I'm starting to lose morale there, so I might want to retreat from that position. But anyways, he's got 2 units of the 6-pounder foot artillery. His general is back here. He's got about 4 units in the tree line right here of foot, just standard foot. He also has some dragoons waiting in the trees as well. I think he's got 1 unit of dragoons right here where my mouse is. And then over on this side, he's going to take a defensive position around this farmhouse. He's got some Highlanders. I think he's got about 2 units of Highlanders and then 2 units of King German Legion. Now, of course, you can't see them, but they will appear very soon. And I think that's it for his army. I think that's pretty much it. So those are the army comps. Here we go. Here, you can see some foot. They appear in the tree line. So there they are. Pretty cool. Good to see some of their troops. All right, so I went ahead and made a small cut there. Just a lot of bombardment going on. But this is where things really start to pick up. The light dragoons from the United Kingdom, they appear out of nowhere. And they are going on a very brave charge against my artillery. Thankfully, I was aware of this situation. I changed the canister shot, but will they fire in time? It's going to be awfully close. Here we go. Come on, quickly. Here we go. Yes, we do fire, and look at that. We take out a ton of their cav units, or not units, but cav troops there in the unit, and they're gonna fall back, and look at them run with their tails between their legs. They're gonna get out of there. They cannot withstand the canister shot. I go ahead and move forward some of my cav, but thankfully, even though my cav was out of position, my artillery was able to hold their ground and break the dragoons, but they will return to the battlefield. They are not done yet. Oh man, that is epic, seeing the cannonballs fly in. Oh, it looks like one of the cav units getting hit there. That is not good. Rest in peace, horse. Rest in peace. Alright, so let's see what else is going on in other parts of the battlefield. So you can see my musketeers are moving forward, ready to engage the Highlanders here. Now, you can see that he's moving over his King German Legion. He's obviously going to hold this position. I knew he had troops in this building. I just couldn't see them. And I wasn't 100% sure, but I had a feeling. I was like, there's probably some troops in there. So we're going to get as close as possible and begin this firefight, this line battle. So here we go. Just look how glorious. I mean, this time period, there's just something so unique about it. I mean, the style of warfare, the uniforms, the music, the commanders. It was an age of revolution. It was really the downfall of monarchs and the uprising of revolutions. It's just a really interesting time period. But anyways, I'm moving up my musketeers, and we do have shots fired from the building. They're still invisible, amazingly enough, but we can see them firing, so I knew they were there, unless they were just ghosts firing at us, which, you know, would be kind of terrifying. But here we go, we are in range, and check that out. Oh, the smoke. Things are getting pretty intense over here, trying to take down his Highlanders. And you can see his Highlanders firing back over there. The flash of the muskets in the tree line. Oh, and we got the howitzer. Howitzer now firing down. I'm trying to take out this building, but howitzers are not really the greatest at taking down structures. So I'm just trying to scare the enemy a little bit, you know, do some explosions, startle them up a little bit. But here's the front line for the 92nd Foot Highlanders. Holding their ground, using the trees here as a little bit of defense. He is falling back here a little bit. I think he wants to rely on the building here. And just look at the smoke over this this tree line. Look at that, the patch of trees here. And I am pushing with my Pomeranian infantry here, my line infantry, ready to take on his King German Legion. But I do hear some men screaming. What is that? Is that a charge? Oh, yes! Yes, it is. That is right. He's got some light dragoons coming out of nowhere, going for a charge. It's really tricky. I mean, a lot of units in this game, they can't form squares, so you can't let them get out of position. I'm trying to run my men out of there, but they're just not quite listening, and they are about to get slaughtered. Here we go. Yeah, not a good sight. Not a good sight for my Landwehr there. Get out of there, boys. Retreat. And I'm falling back these troops, and I'm now forming a defensive position to hold against that Cav. Because Cav is so deadly in this game, and look how fast they broke my Landwehr. I mean, yes, they're not an elite unit, but still, that was extremely quick, and they're still a unit of 182. So them breaking in that size is pretty terrifying. So if we look at the center here, this is my elite corps. At this point, I do realize that he has a lot of troops stationed in the tree line, and I'm probably going to have to send over my elite corps. He does have, well, he's got more troops than me, so it's gonna get a little tricky. So I'm definitely, I don't know if I'm gonna have to be aggressive here or try to take him out one at a time, but we'll definitely see what happens. And now I'm moving over my Cav over to the other flank. It's gonna take a long time. You know, I'm not rushing them. I don't want them to get tired, but I am running them over to this side. Oh, my general's under attack. What the heck? By what? What is attacking my general? The heat, sir. The heat is attacking our general. Fall back into the shade. So we're gonna fall back there. I guess, you know, just to be safe, falling back. All right, let's head back over to this fight, because this is where things are getting pretty intense here. I just love, you know, slowly going over the heads of the soldiers who are fighting. So cinematic, especially in this mod. I can imagine that these battles, not only did they damage the soldiers mentally, but also their ears must have been damaged. The eardrums of these soldiers. I mean, these are some loud guns. Oh, what is? Oh, he's doing a cav charge over here. Okay, so we missed this cav charge, but unfortunately, because I was so focused on the other part of the battle, the English here, not the English, but the Brits here did a charge on my artillery. They instantly broke them. I tried to charge in my dragoons, which they did eventually break the British, but it's too late. They took out a very important objective of mine, and now I am just kind of like a sitting duck over here, which is not good. I cannot let this artillery just sit back and fire at my troops. So this is where I begin to move up my elite corps. They realize that the artillery has been taken out, and they must act now or they will be shot into pieces. So I'm going to move them. What I'm trying to do here is kind of go wide and then move up. That way I don't engage this entire line. So we'll see how that works out. So here they go. There they go, forming up. And now we got a bit of a standoff over at this side. Nobody's firing. They're quite a bit out of range. So in case you didn't know, in this mod, the closer you are to the front line, the more accurate your guns are going to be, naturally, you know, obviously. And then the further back you are, the less accurate they are. So if you have a really weak line infantry taking on a very elite line infantry, just try to stay as far back as possible and you will last way longer against that elite force. But this is where I start to get really bold. This is where I get a little crazy here. I'm gonna prep my troops to charge into this building and take it by force. I'm gonna use my bayonets and I'm gonna crush these Highlanders. So here we go. So with one unit, I'm getting ready to charge. Bayonets, there they go. And then the other unit putting down suppressing fire. Trying to take out the troops who are stationed up on the top, on the roof of this farmhouse. Here they go, charging in, through the door. And through the window. Oh wait, no, that's the door. I thought this was the door, but that's the window. Oh, point blank fire there. That's gonna be a very terrifying sight. And just like that, he breaks my musketeers. And I completely underestimated these Highlanders. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that was not a good move by me. My troops are breaking. And I'm now moving up more of my musketeers. You can see on this side, I'm moving up my elite corps, ready to take on the foot. And they're not quite in range, so things are a little, you know, a little bit quieter over there, a little slower pace. We do have a bit of a line battle over here with my Pomeranian Landwehr. So what do I do when the first charge fails? I go ahead and I charge again with another unit of musketeers. I do not learn. I do not learn, I swear. So there they go, charging in. You can see already my troops are losing morale. Not a good sight. And they're going to go into the door. Brave, brave souls. But what a waste. Did not pay off. And they are breaking. Now over to the other side. You can see the very intense firefight over here. The line battle. My Grand Fusiliers. Or my Guard Fusiliers. And my Foot Guards. I mean, I love the smoke. Just look at the smoker. And then you can see it slowly drift back in the back lines. That is so cool. Yeah, so you can see here that I'm outnumbered. Oh, I do a cav charge over here. Yes. So I give him a taste of his own medicine. That is right. So we missed both charges, but you get what happened there. I charged in my dragoons to take out his artillery. That saved a lot of lives right there. And he's going to do a counter charge with his dragoon guards. Unfortunately, I do not get my cav out of there in time. And he's going to be able to close in and slowly cut them down. I should have just turned around and faced him. I should have turned around and faced him. That's what I should have said. But there they go. They're breaking from the battlefield. And this battle, oh, he actually did another cav charge on this side, but we do break him. It's a very depleted unit of light dragoons, so that wasn't too difficult. My troops were able to hold their ground, break the spirits of the cav. I did form square over here to protect the ranks. They're going to shoot at them as they fall back. All right, go back into normal formation there, men. Line formation. Banner carrier, getting into the front line. Show those colors. Do not let the standard fall. And this is just a really cool, intense line battle because of all the trees in the way. Also, if we look on this side, there's still a lot of fighting going on here. I got my troops kind of pushed back. I've taken a lot of casualties over here. A lot of failed attempts to try to take out this building. The farmhouse still standing their ground, which is always a troubling sign. My artillery is still alive, still firing down at that position. Actually, what are they firing at? I'm not really sure. But they're... Oh, wait. Oh, this is where... Okay. All right, slow motion, guys, because I want to explain this. So if you see here, you notice how he moved up his foot? Well, I didn't want him to surround me like that, and I was so desperate. And look at that. That was such a great volley, taking out so many troops. I was so desperate in this situation that I felt like the only way to get out of this was to be very aggressive and to get ready the bayonets. So I'm charging in bayonets ready to go in. Oh, glory style. I just made up that style. It's not a real style, but whatever. So let's do normal speed. Here we go. So they got to get through the trees. This is really tricky, but this unit's actually going to make it here, and they're going to lose morale so quickly because they are taking on the foot guard, and just like that, they break. Just like that. And we break the other unit on this side as well, and we need to continue on, take out this unit, which is currently firing these troops to death, really chipping away at my foot guard. There they go, through the trees, men, through the trees. Keep pushing, take them out. There you go. Now we're breaking, just like that, we're breaking these troops. It is insane how that actually works. I cannot believe it. Absolutely insane. So once again, just like the first Napoleonic Total War 3 battle, an epic bayonet charge saves my butt, and we are able to break the foot even though we were outnumbered. We weren't outskilled though, that is for sure. Definitely had better units on that side. But now we've got a bigger problem here. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My game decided to poop out on me. It crashed on me, but we are back where we left off. So what I was saying is that even though I was victorious over on this flank, I still have to worry about this Dragoon Guards unit, because I no longer have Cav in this battle, and Cav is so important in this mod. So this unit's going to be really, really tricky to face, and I need to make sure to form square whenever I have the opportunity to do so. Now, moving over to this other side, you can see here that the Highlanders are ripping my army apart. These guys are holding their ground, and they are making it very difficult. So I am moving up some forces over here. I've got my my Landwehr pushing forward. Hopefully they can do some damage against this single unit of King German Legion foot. You can see that my cav that I sent over to this flank, well, actually, you know what? I still do have some cav left over, so forget everything that I was saying earlier. I am running down one of the King German Legion foot, so these guys are routing. They have not shattered just yet, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to join the battlefield once again. So I'm falling back my Dragoons, waiting for another perfect opportunity to strike. You can see that the King German Legion, they have formed back in line formation, and they are now firing back at my Landwehr. And of course the Highlanders. Okay, this was a mistake over here. You see this? Oh, this was yeah, that was not okay. Yeah, that was not good at all. So you see how they're in this box formation? Well, I don't know what I was doing. I thought I was stretching them out, but instead they formed a really tight formation right in front of the Highlanders, and they just murdered them. It just execution style. You can see all their dead bodies. That was a misclick. That was an accident, and that might be a game breaker for me. Who knows? This is going to be a very close battle. You can see that the balance of power is now in my favor. After having this very important critical victory over on this side, I need to quickly send my line infantry to the other side to deal with those very strong Highlanders. Very, very good unit here. And they're still pretty healthy. Got a unit of 94 out of 153, and then this unit is still down to 121. Of course, this unit is going very strong because of the defenses. But looking at my army, you can see that I don't really have that much. Let's say, oh no, oh this sucks. All right, so the Dragoon Guards taking out my howitzer. I had nothing defending it there, so that is not a good sight. And now the back of my lines are exposed to that cav unit. I still have units fighting the good fight against the King German Legion. Come on, Pomegranate. Oh my god. I just called him Pomegranate. Alright, sorry. Pomeranian. Alright, anyways, moving on over here. We got a cav charge by the Dragoons going in. They're going to attack the backs of my musketeers. I really wasn't paying attention here. I'm going to do a counter charge right at the last second. Try to take out some of the cav units, but unfortunately this unit is way too weak and they are breaking from the battlefield. I do have my Landwehr over here, my pomegranate Landwehr. No, I'm just kidding. They're going to charge in and use their bayonets. They're going to try to take out as many cav units as possible. This guy getting killed, going down. There we go. Come on, take out a couple before you break. You can see the morale is going yellow, or it's orange right now, to red. It's not good. So any second now, yep, they're going to be breaking. But they did take out a couple cav units, but it really wasn't worth it. I should have just sat back and fired at them instead of charging in like that, but what can you do? And now they're going to move on to my next unit. So this looks like it's going to be my downfall. The Horse Guard, they're really doing a number against my army. I do have some troops turning back, trying to fire at the cav units as they run past. Come on, quickly. Quickly, get them. Shoot them down, shoot them dead. But they're going to reach the back of my my regiment here. My Landwehr. And they're going to break from the battlefield. And now the King German Legion, they are victorious, so they're going to turn back this way because we do have my reinforcements finally showing up. My Fusiliers and my Foot Guard. So I made another misclick over here. You see this? My Fusiliers, they're going to reform and form a very awkward line here. Yeah, they're looking the wrong way. Didn't mean to do that. I was trying to stretch them out, but I guess I don't know what happened, but they decided to look this way. I'm going to go ahead and try to quickly correct them before the King German Legion shows up. But yeah, this fire, I was going to say firefight, but this line battle, nothing really crazy is going on here because we're so far away and also the big hill. So I decided to push forward. Remember, the closer you are, the more accurate you are. So I'm hoping that my numbers, since I have more troops than him, I should be able to defeat them, even though it's the Highland Foot, because these are the Foot Guard. These guys are really good, but they just need to get a little closer. There we go. Pretty sure they're gonna fire here. Get ready, men. Aim. Oh, fire. Okay, do whatever you want. There we go. We're doing one so far. Oh, there we go. Now they're starting to drop. Excellent volley. And then I've got my other unit over here doing pretty well, holding back the King German Legion. This unit should break at any moment now. I mean, they're winded. They're concerned about the casualties sustained, and they are losing to my Fusiliers. I thought my game was going to crash there again. I got to look out. This is where I'm charging in. My Pioneers does not work. I was pretty confident. Even though I was defeated twice, now 3 times at this farmhouse, I was confident that my Pioneers would be able to charge in and take it out. You can see I still have 1 unit in there. Oh, they're actually, well, they're doing some damage. They're still in there. Let's zoom in here. Let's see what they're doing. Come on, guys. I know you're outnumbered. Ah, no, they're breaking. They are breaking, and that's going to wrap it up for those Pioneers. The Cav unit is still a healthy unit of 67, originally having 82, so we really haven't killed that many horse or Dragoon guards, so we got to watch out for them. I am down to 3 units of line infantry. If you remember my Dragoons, I had them over here chasing down some King German Legion. I actually charged them in again, and you can see that they were defeated over here. They charged into square. I wasn't really paying attention, but just to keep you guys recap, you know, just to tell you what happened to that Cav unit, because you're probably wondering what happened to it, because we did miss it on the battlefield. But yes, we do break the King German Legion. They've been in the fight for way too long. Gotta slow down here. This battle's getting pretty intense. But we do have some cav coming over this way, trying to run down my musketeers. My musketeers are gonna hold their ground, fire as many shots as possible. Now they're charging into the battle with bayonets, and it's not looking good. But we are doing some pretty good damage to this Dragoon Guard. And now they're going after my Foot Guard, which are in square formation. So they should be able to get a decent amount of kills. Also over on the flank, we've got one of my Pioneers taking some stakes out, putting them in the ground. Now they're shooting at the flank of the Cav. Alright, so there goes my Musketeers breaking from the fight, causing fear amongst my ranks. But these are the Foot Guard. They do not break so easily. And we did break those Highland Foot. We overwhelmed them with our numbers. And now all Great Britain is down to our 1 unit of Highlanders and 1 unit of Dragoon Guards. And of course they have their general. All that I have left are 3 units of line infantry and my general. So it's extremely close. But I have a good feeling about this one because of the balance of power. It's it's more in my favor. I wouldn't say it's like way in my favor. You never know what could happen. They could easily turn this around, especially since they have the defenses. I have no artillery. I have no good grenadiers to take these guys out. I just have a lot of line infantry. All right, let's see what happens here. My general's keeping the men's spirits high. He's trying to give some inspirational speeches. For das Vaterland. For your people. And let's see, I'm pushing up my my Fusiliers here. I think I was trying to go for a sneaky maneuver here to try to snipe out the general, but he did see it. That's great map awareness from my my opponent. He saw it, I should say. He didn't, well, whatever. Whatever, you know what I mean. And then here comes the Fusiliers. This is where I decide to go in bayonet, charging forward. This is my 4th time trying to take out this Highland foot. So my Fusiliers going in. I'm also charging in some foot guard. So I am a little bit worried about his horse guard back there. But here we go. Come on. Please be enough. Please be enough to take out this disgusting farmhouse. We will make sure to destroy this farmhouse after this battle if we are victorious. And finally, we take the building. And that farmhouse will no longer be an issue. Here comes a nice charge here of the Dragoon Guards. This is their final huzzah, their final chance to turn this battle around. But unfortunately for them, all that I have left are line infantry that can form square. So there's nothing he can do to defeat these guys. Here they come, through the tree line, through the vegetation. And they're actually running by this way. My Fusiliers, unfortunately, were defeated by the Highland foot. What are they getting shot at? Why are you guys just dropping? What are you guys just dropping dead for? What's killing you? Nothing. Why are you dying? That's bizarre. That is really bizarre. But yeah, I've got the support up on this building. Unfortunately, I misclick again. This is a battle of misclicks, I swear. But yeah, my troops are leaving by accident. I was like, no, don't leave. Just go back into the building. But his cav is breaking. And really all that he's down to is his general staff. And it looks like this is going to be a victory for Prussia. Finally, I'm telling my men to go back inside the building, form up. We still have to take care of the general. It's not over yet. We're shooting down the Dragoon Guard. These guys wiped out a ton of my army, so I'm finally getting that revenge. And then here comes the general for the final charge. Can he turn it around? It's very doubtful. And he's just getting mowed over, getting cut down like a hot knife through butter, like a lawnmower cutting down grass on a warm summer's evening. There you go. All right, so that's the battle. And yeah, that was crazy intense. My army was a little bit bigger than his, quite a bit bigger. I lost more, but again, I had more troops and I killed less, but yet that doesn't matter because I'm the last one standing. And that is a GG to Sharp 1815. That was a great battle. Looking at the unit stats here, most kills to my foot guard, getting 264, and then close behind another foot guard, 145, and then my Fusiliers. So this is the top 3 were my elite infantry, so there's no surprise there. 4th place, my Dragoons actually doing really good there, so that's great to see. And my Landwehr, that's cool. The rest of my units getting pretty average to below average kills there. Artillery, not really seeing that much action. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle. I hope you like I mean, every time I play this game, it seems like the tactics, man, words are being really, I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, the tactics are they're very intense in this mod is what I'm trying to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna end it because this is painful. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and share. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more epic battles. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.